Constitution Party is a United States political party revolving around the early basis of the Constitution. The people in this party are a Christian party that revolves around the biblical and constitutional basis. Before the Constitution name was founded, many other names were established for the party, such as the U.S. Taxpayers Party. The party is well known as a very Republican party or a far-right party. The Constitution Party was founded around the year 1991 by the political enthusiast by the name of Howard Phillips. He first established the party as the Taxpayers Party, but ended up evolving into the Constitutional Party. Phillips quickly strived and pushed the envelope for the party due to his candidacy for president. He ran for a presidential role in the year 1992, 1996, and 2000, which led to the party quickly shooting to the top of the party spectrum. The Constitution Party has created a system of principles that show common beliefs among the party members. The 7 principles are life, liberty, family, property, Constitution/Bill of Rights, states' rights, and American sovereignty.
The Constitution Party has a lot of conservative views on a lot of topics here in the United States. They believe that everything should be done almost exactly like the Constitution, like it was written originally. There shouldn't be any amendments or small changes. They believe that the Constitution is the final say. For example, education. They believe that the education of a child should be held entirely reliable on the family. The family should make the decision as to whether the child goes to a public school, a private school, or a charter school. They're 100% opposed to any federal interference as to where a child should attend school. In terms of taxes, they're totally against taxes. They don't like taxes. They're very conservative, right-wing Republican group. They want to get rid of the IRS entirely. They believe in a tariff system as opposed to a tax system. They do support small excise taxes that would support firefighters and police officers, but they're totally against any national tax or flat rate tax. In terms of health care, as predicted, they believe that everyone should have their own decision. They should make their own decision as to where they receive their health care. They believe in private enterprise. They're totally against Obamacare or any federal piece of legislation that would encourage people to receive their health care from the federal government. They believe Obamacare is a socialist idea that is crippling this nation. They want to prohibit any piece of legislation that would prevent a person from having their own choice as to where they receive their health care from. In terms of terrorism, obviously they're against terrorism, everyone is, but they do not agree with how the United States has chosen to spend their money towards terrorism. They're overspending. They believe they're overspending in foreign policy. They believe they're taxing people unnecessarily to support their attempts to prevent terrorism. They're totally against Department of Homeland Security, the Patriot Act, the Military Commissions Act, because they believe that the people should hold they should retain their right to defend themselves on the homeland. They don't want any federal interference on that. They believe it prevents people from life, liberty, and property with due process of law. In terms of immigration, they do hold the national government reliable on protecting our borders. They believe that any alien that tries to enter the country should be deported immediately. They're totally against Obama's attempt at legislation to keep illegal aliens in the United States had they been here for 5 years or more. They believe that anyone out of this country trying to gain citizenship should have proper requirements in terms of health, criminality, morals, or financial dependence. And they're starkly opposed to any amnesty granted to any illegal alien, especially, obviously, Obama's attempt at executive order. And they believe that immigrants should be totally fluent in English. Lastly, their economy, they're very conservative. They believe that they blame the national government for the economic collapse. They don't believe they do not believe in rising any fiscal ceiling that's been going on in Congress because it's delving the nation into debt quicker. And they want to withdraw from the North American Free Trade Agreement, and they want to limit foreign policy and focus on the homeland security of the United States of America.